So hello and welcome back to the Hornby Magazine workshop. Today you join us here on Toplydale as we have a Bachmann Class 57. But Mike, it's not exactly new, so why is it here?
Okay, so this is the subject of our latest sound installation guide, which is featured in full in our latest issue. That's issue 170, our August 2021 issue. And in there you can read our full guide for how to install sound into this locomotive using a Zimmo sound decoder. And we've got a Zimmo speaker in it as well. Plus we've got one of DCC Concepts' new Zen Stay Alives in there as well.
So when it comes to picking a decoder for such a locomotive, what are some of the options you've got?
Okay, well, there's quite a few people that produce sound files for the Class 57. There's Lego Man Biffo does one for the ESU sound family. I think there's other options as well. I think Coastal DCC does one as well. I've gone for the Digitrain sound file for this one. One of the reasons for that is I wanted to use the Zimmo suite of decoders for it. And one of the main reasons I like the Zimmo decoders is they have the active brakes on function too. And that really works for me in terms of my operating system as well, because they, with the brakes on function 2, they're on a non-latching function on your handset. So you can dab the brakes on and off, which gives you really realistic control over slowing a locomotive down. So you can wind the speed down on the throttle, then you can press F2, let go of F2 and slow it down a little bit, then come back on the brakes, just as you would if you're in the cab of a real locomotive. So it's a really nice, effective way of driving the train.
And being a Digitrain's sound file, what other features does it have?
Okay, so actually it's quite feature rich, this sound decoder. So as well as the active brakes, you've also got speed lock on function 7, so you can lock the speed of the locomotive, which then means you can use the throttle to change how the engine sounds. So you can make it sound like it's using full power, but keep the speed the same. The only thing with that is you have to remember what speed you're at when you set speed lock, in order to make sure that when you switch speed lock off with function 7, it doesn't all of a sudden race away or grind to a halt. It's got options for light engine and heavy train modes as well on function 5, which means you can change between those as well, and that changes the response to the locomotive to the throttle. So when it's got no weight on the drawbar, the locomotive will accelerate much more quickly than if it's got a full heavy train on the back as well. So some really nice features built into this sound decoder.
Wonderful. And this particular locomotive spent most of its time in this livery, particularly at Carlisle, doing seemingly nothing.
Yeah, well, actually, when we were looking for photographs of the 57307 Lady Penelope, and particularly in the Cable Thief We're Watching You logos on its side as well, we found that actually it didn't really seem to do very much. I've found a shot which is in the latest issue of it hauling a pair of Virgin Voyager power cars, or driving cars rather. And we've seen it on some Pendolino trains as well, where it's been dragging the Pendolinos. Because this is one of the ones that was fitted with Delner couplings to allow it to tow a Pendolino train, because it's one of the original Virgin Thunderbirds.
So I think we should put it onto a train. I'm guessing we don't have a Pendolino set we can drag around, so what have we got that we can
so I do have a Pendolino, but it's all powered and it doesn't have a coupling on the front. So what I thought we'd do for this one is something a little bit different. We're going to put it on the front of a rake of Mark 1 coaches, and suggesting that 57307 has been used for a rail tour.
To be fair, I'd go on that. Yeah. So I suppose we'll hook it up and we'll play it out with as many sounds as we can demonstrate in the video.
Yeah, excellent. Let's show you all those sounds. And like we said, don't forget, if you want to know how to get the sound into this locomotive and make it sound just like we have, check out that full step-by-step guide in the latest issue of Hornby Magazine. That's issue 170, our August 2021 issue. Or if you are a subscriber to the magazine or a digital subscriber to Key Model World, you can view it there as well.
So there we are. I think we can all agree that that sounds and runs rather well.
Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with it, actually. I mean, I like the 57s, but to be fair, actually, until I'd done this sound installation, I wasn't quite so enamoured with them as I am now. I've already gone and found my own 57s now to go and start looking at putting sound into as well. And I think the sound file actually really replicates these locomotives really well, and the playable options of the driving, the single speed step response when you want to change from engine sounds to coasting sounds as well. All those really good things that make it come to life as well, make it really drivable on layout.
I was going to say, this is actually my locomotive, and it was destined to be part of the collection that remains in a box, but now we've brought it to life. It's really going to have to come out on the layout at home.
Oh, definitely. And, well, hopefully you'll let us bring it out on West Coast Cement as well when we take that out on the exhibition circuit again.
Of course, but it has to sit in a siding doing nothing.
And we'll find a train for it.
Right, so for those at home who want to sound fit it, remind us again how we can see that.
Okay, so if you want to see our full step-by-step guide for how we've installed the sound to make it sound just like it does in this video, you can check that out in the latest issue of Hornby Magazine. That's issue 170, our August 2021 issue. Or if you're one of our digital subscribers, or in fact a print magazine subscriber as well, you can see it on keymodelworld.com, where you can read that feature there as well with this video. Plus, I should also mention that if you do like our sound guides, or any of our content in fact, actually we have a weekly newsletter which is curated by my good self, so you can get that directly into your inbox and remind you of all our latest content that's been released online during that week.
Wonderful. So, as ever, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.